Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, following my career, Farquar Freights. You join me back at the Baltic Forest Company in Latvia. We're currently in Balvi, and we're going to be heading over to Lisby in Sweden. It's a town on a little island off the east coast of Sweden, Lisby. And yeah, so we're picking this job up after we dropped off some logs here for the guys. They had some cork that needed to be delivered, so let's get on with it. Let's do it. It's currently a beautiful afternoon here in Balvi. Hopefully the weather's going to stay good for us. It is a good journey, or I say good journey. It's just a good length of a journey. A large chunk of it, I believe, is going to be
turn right
in a ferry. So I think as long as we get to the ferry point in good time, we should be fine. We've got plenty of fuel. We're well rested. We are good to go. So let's try not to get any speeding fines today. We are running under the SD Logistics. We are a subsidiary of SD Logistics now. Been enjoying doing that. We do some SD Logistics runs on this profile. I do have a second profile that I get other jobs done on for SD Logistics. That was initially set up to try and get convoying with some of the guys in the Discord, but I just have not had time. One of those have had issues their end with Trucks Book and getting some things to work, so they've not really been that active. But it has been a shame that I haven't been able to get on with Simudad, Scruffy and the likes to have a little convoy. Hopefully in time. Just let me out. Cheers, buddy. Hopefully in time I'll be able to get out there. Oh, we got some frame rate drop there. Sorry about that. Would be nice to join some of the other guys.
turn left.
Recording this today, I'm hoping to get on one of the multiplayer servers for FS this afternoon. Haven't been on there since I've been back from my break, which is going to feel even longer because this is going to come out in like a few weeks after I record it. But yeah, hopefully I can get on there, check out what needs doing. And the week of recording this, hopefully get at least one evening stream on Sax 4.
Turn right.
Excuse me. There's no doubt there's a lot of work to do. I know that Red and Simudad have been busy trying to get the second server up and running. They've tried a couple of different maps they weren't happy with. I think they've spent a good week now testing. I think it's called Chilliwack. Oh, I think I was supposed to stop there. It's one of those. Yep, muscle my way through. Chilliwack, British Columbia, I think it is. Chilliwack, BC. Haven't been on, had a look yet. But hopefully I'll get a chance to get on that one as well at some point. You know, just been busy trying to get both channels going again. Really enjoying my Starfield at the minute. I'm absolutely loving that game. Absolutely loving it. And I know that my series that I'm recording and putting out on my other channel is slow, and we're not progressing through any of the stories at all. But I'm just really enjoying exploring, and that's what the game is about. That's how I play them. So I've just been having a cracking time doing that and trying to learn some stuff as well without having to watch too many people's guides, how to and stuff, because just, you know, just try and figure it out. Some stuff I will have to have a look at just because it saves time, and it saves having a dead episode of me failing at a lot of stuff. Hopefully we can start to make some progress with outposts and things like that. I am absolutely loving it. I did put out a post on the community feed as well. I have tried to start loading up the final of our Tomb Raider trilogy, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Very good game. It's quite different from the first two. I like how they've progressed each time. So been enjoying that. I'm trying to get through that pretty quick, so it's all loaded up on the schedule, and then I don't have to worry about balancing that in Starfield and farming and trucking, and because we've got a lot going on now, and time to do it is a little bit precious at the minute. Our boy, he's like 3.5, and he's just sort of struggling with a lot of things. We have a lot of meltdowns, we have a lot of tantrums. You know what it's like with a 3-year-old. And I'm not always the most patient of parents. I will never claim to be an amazing parent. I am not the most patient of parents. I'm 40 years old now, and you know what? I thought I'd done. All my patience was gone with with my eldest. So yeah, I'm not always not always in the happiest mood to start suddenly recording once he has finally settled down or not fought with anything or what have you. I mean, there's so many mornings at the minute now. I wake up and he's got in my PC room and he's got it booted up and he's got like 8 games running on Steam all at once, and my PC room, I don't call it a studio, I don't call it an office, it's my PC room, is like a sauna. Like, my PC's running at 90+ degrees and it's about to blow up, and he's just sitting there as happy as Larry because he's got games running, and it's just crazy. He's at that stage where he's learning how to do things, but not to the point that he understands why he mustn't. Like, I can, so I can, sort of thing. But I think he's gonna, you know, melt my GPU, CPU, or fry my RAM at some point. And then that'll be a massive expense, and this channel doesn't make a lot of money. not to buy those, not to replace those sort of parts. And my second channel makes no money. We're still trying to grind out for 100 subscribers over there. So if you're interested in some variety gaming, if you're interested in seeing me struggle through some different stuff other than trucking and farming, head over to MrFarquar Plus. There are links down in the description. We did have someone join from the channel that said, "Oh, thanks for sharing that. You have a second channel. I've gone and subscribed to it now." I talk about it all the time. It's down in the description of my videos all the time. So I you know, I hate to say it, but I'm guessing you don't actually watch the content over here enough to know that the links are in every video. So I don't know why I'm indicating. You want to go this way? Links are in every video, and they have been for 7 months. But never mind. If they're not watching these videos to completion or looking into them, I doubt they're going to watch those ones. I think that is the trouble at the minute with that channel. Like, it's nice to have growth, and it's nice to see subscribers come over. But honestly, I only want subscribers on that channel that are interested in watching the content. I used to put variety content out over here, and no one watched it. So I created a second channel to try and find a variety audience. And now the people that didn't watch it here are sort of migrating over there to not watch it again, and that's not what I need. If you're not interested in variety gaming, if all you're interested in is Farming Simulator or Euro Truck, don't go and subscribe to a variety channel. All you do is hurt it. All you do is hurt it by not watching the videos. It tells YouTube that this isn't worth watching because the few people that have subscribed aren't watching it. I do go through this quite often. I mean, I've even said it on this channel, you know, if people aren't watching the content, you know, you don't need to subscribe here. I'm not worried about a massive subscriber number. I want views and retention. I want the channel to be successful in that way. I'll be able to find people that want to watch the content if more of the people that are already subscribed are watching more of the content, rather than having 5,000 people and only 200 people watching it. Like at the minute, we're like 2,200 people, but barely 200 views a video. So 2,000 people aren't watching. So YouTube is like, oh right, well, less than 10% of your audience actually want to watch you, so we're not going to show this to anyone else. I don't do sub for sub, and once you get past 1,000 subscribers, people, for those that watch and subscribe and that don't have 1,000, once you get past 1,000 subscribers, you will no longer get notified when someone subscribes to you. Like, YouTube says that sub for sub and things like that are against the policies and terms, but there's a sub for sub system built in up until you hit the subscriber count, when it doesn't matter. It's like, that's where people fall short a bit. They were all just coming. But the channels I watch and the channels I enjoy, I promote anyway. It's whether you're big or small. In fact, I will promote the smaller channels that are smaller than me. I'm more likely to keep promoting than someone that's sitting on with 30, 40,000, 50, 60, 100,000 subscribers. They don't need my promotion. They don't need me to help them grow. I'm not a feeder channel for bigger people. I share across the community of my community of people. Like, sometimes I enjoy watching a squirrel video. They're normally his old trucking videos I watch for squirrel. Squirrel doesn't need me putting promotions out for squirrel. Squirrel doesn't know I exist, and has about 1 billion followers on Twitch and YouTube. If you're watching me do trucking and you don't know who Squirrel is, I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's like watching the farmer videos and me talking about Mr. CLP all day or Daggerwin. Like, if you watch farmer videos, you know who those guys are. They don't need my promotion. But people that help me in my community, I will always help out. Coming off here. And yeah, it's not necessarily people that help me by watching my videos or talking about me or sharing me. There's people that actually help in my community. People that admin, people that monitor the Discord and help other Discord members out. People that share skins and things like that. People that help with advice on modding, and you know, these are the people that are quite often a lot smaller than everyone else, but put the time and effort in to help everyone else. These are the people I will promote. We got 43, I better slow down a little bit. There we go. I do like this part of Europe on ETS. This is the first time we've been here, but it's sort of a flow over from the Scandinavia parts. It's just nice and green and open. It's quite quiet as well. There's not many trucks for me to hit today. Do seem to have a fair old bit of road work going on. This is going to be tight, isn't it? Thanks, sir. Thank you kindly.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Anyone else coming around behind? No, I think they're all turning. I think I said a while back I was hoping to get some ATS streamed. That never happened. That was annoying. Just haven't had the time. I want to try and get some, on a completely different note, I want to try and get some more memory for my, or more storage, sorry, for my PC as well. We've got, like, most of my storage is on 2.5 SSDs, and I'd like to get another 2 terabyte of on the M.2 solid state drives. So that's where my next YouTube investment is going to be, because I'm running a lot of games there, and I also have games on a standard disk hard drive, so they don't always run as quick and as smooth off that. So if I can get another M.2, nice, you know, pretty fast M.2, if I get like a 980 or even a 970 would do. 2 terabyte. I think we'd get some better game performances as well on some of the games that I play. I forget what games are stored on the hard drive and what games are stored on the 2.5, but if I could start to migrate them all over to another M.2 drive, I think we'd get even better performances. And then we'll just keep the hard drive to store old videos on. That's what I'm thinking. Because I have a 2.5 Samsung SSD in there that's pretty quick that I use for videos, because that's where I do, you know, pull it off for rendering and stuff like that. So that's not got games or anything on it. That's just its own storage drive for videos, and then I could just move old stuff and store some stuff on a hard drive and start compressing it if I want to pull it out and do anything else with it. Because at the minute I keep stuff for a little while and then I just delete it all, like, because sometimes there's a lot. Because I'm trying to do 2 channels, there's a lot, and I can't keep like a whole, like with Maypole. It would have been nice to maybe have done some super cuts and stuff with Maypole series. You know, it's 125, I think, 120, 125 episodes. But I couldn't keep all that. Not and still record and store up and do stuff, so that all gets deleted. I have been working on getting some super cuts for my other channel, for the games that I've played on there. They'll release later on in the year. I might try and do it on that channel, so like whatever games I complete that year, at the end of the year I release the supercuts for it. If I have time throughout to get that all processed, all uploaded, that's quite a big thing. Because then, whilst we're uploading, it means you can't really stream, because, you know, our internet's good, but it's not that good to be busy uploading big files, like a 10-hour video, and trying to stream a game while someone is also, you know, streaming YouTube or Netflix or Disney or something down on the TV. Or, you know, or possibly my partner uploading her own videos. She has a YouTube channel as well, which is going pretty well. And I appreciate those that have been over and shown her some support. There she is. Shown her some support. Beats, he goes over on a regular basis and shows support, so I appreciate for that, buddy. I don't think I've mentioned Beats in a while. Beats is he has a music channel. He does mashups and mixes. It's very hard to get going in that field on YouTube, but his work is quality. He also has a TikTok, which is doing really well for him, actually. So if you're a TikToker, you'll check out Beats Creations on TikTok. give it a search. You'll know who it is by searching and finding him. There's some quality stuff on
Go
there.
straight.
And I think the other evening, I say the other evening, by the time this comes out last month, FS Landscaping popped on and said hello to her, which is pretty cool. So thanks for that, buddy. You want to check how I was doing, because I've been quiet. You hadn't realised we'd been away and we're doing other things, but yeah, I am safe. See, that's what I mean by people that support me. I support. Have a good chat. Do that stuff. Do that community thing. That's what I'm all about. Not sure if we're going to be able to get past this guy or not. The sun's going to go down soon. I'm not sure how long the ferry trip is when we get there, so what sort of time, obviously because it's going to get dark soon, what sort of time we'll arrive at the other end, whether we'll be sort of sleeping through the night or having a little bit of a night journey at the other end. This seems like a safe bit of road to have a bit of coffee on, doesn't it? I think.
Go straight.
I survived. No crashes. Had some coffee. It's great with the sun rays coming through. The God rays. Da, da, look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love this game. It's glorious. Need to have a smooth one. I think I'm top fines for SD Logistics at the minute. I'm sure there's been a couple now. I think he said he was going to do them weekly. But as I record this, yesterday the first SD Logistics weekly news bulletin went out. That was pretty good. Simudad, by the way, go check out Simudad. He's in charge of SD Logistics. That's who we run for. Check him out. I'll try and remember to put a link down in the description. And a link to SD Logistics Discord. Or you can search for us on Trucksbook, sign up and come and join us. It's a very casual, very friendly, laid back. Can we run it? We can run it. Very casual, very laid back. Company. We don't have no set numbers. You haven't got to run target numbers each week, each month.
Go straight.
If you can only get on run one trip that month, you run one trip that month. If you can do it daily, you do it daily. If you do multiples, you do it like. There is a friendly leaderboard. It's not competitive, but it's there. And let's say Simudad is now putting out company news on his YouTube channel. So there's driver statistics, who's pulling what, companies that we're working for, and if you're like me and you're part of the company, then VTC, that's what I'm thinking of, Virtual Truck Company, the VTC, and you record your content, or even if you just record it or capture it with whatever the speedy capture stuff is on certain software, then you can send him your crashes or anything funny that happens, and it might make SD Logistics news. I no doubt will have plenty of footage for him with the way that I drive. But like I say, there's no disciplinary. If you have a speed run, you have a speed run. If you have an accident, you have an accident. These things happen. Oh, we're not pulling in. Oh, of course we're not. We're getting a ferry, aren't we? So yeah, go check out Simudad. He's relatively new to the content creation part, but he's starting to get a lot more comfortable with it, and it's going pretty well. You know, he himself,
Turn right.
very busy man, busy with work, busy family life, so, you know, he doesn't always get to run as often as he'd like. And I mean, that's why he started the company, because he wanted to be part of the VTC, but they all had these set numbers, and if you didn't hit him, you'd get penalised, then you get booted. It's a game. It's a game. Why have I got I know it's a trucking company, but it's virtual trucking company in a game. You know, I've got a real job that I have to stress and worry about. Why do I have to stress and worry about whether I'm hitting targets in my game? And I've always had that feeling. I wanted to do a VTC a while ago, and I am pleased to join his and support him, and support his content with it as well. Oh, not coming off here. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Coming off here. Whee! There we go. We must be getting close to the port, maybe? What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? What is going on here? I'm not the only one to have issues, you see. He overshot his turn. I'm coming out, by the way. Boy, I hate driving out of there. I hate driving out there. Yeah, man had troubles. Where have we arrived? Sorry, vent spills. See if we just cruise on up to this red. Still got my sticky accelerator. That gave me a right pain in the ass trying to get going today.
Turn right.
It's behaving itself at the minute. I thought it was going to roll us forward there. And we're off as I got the coffee on the go again. Off while drinking. Nicely done, MrFarquar. A little bit wide, but nice and safe. Anything that doesn't result in a collision is a win.
Keep right and then turn right.
As Lynn would say, it's not a MrFarquar video if I don't crash.
Right.
That's what people want to see. They want to see the crashes. They want to see the frustration. It's the same in the farming. They want to see the crash and they want to see the frustration. They want to see it not work for me. And that's fine. Because it regularly doesn't. So it's not like I feel... Well, I do feel a bit crap about my skills when I fail. But it happens so often that I just can't worry about it. Can't be something that we fret over, but it happens so often. Oh, we've got ourselves a little thing trigger here. Should we go get that? I never get these. Let's go get it. Are we in it? Are we in it? Are we in it? Oh, we're not quite in it. Oh, is it a photo thing, or is it a... Oh, see, now that we're on the water's edge. There we go. Let's see what we can get. I thought it was going to give us one of the little video vignette type things. It may have just been a photo opportunity by the docks. We'll get one from the other side, see what it looks like. I've got to try and get out here. Don't think I can drive around there. We don't often show this, do we? Oh, blimey, this is different. Think I can get round up ahead? Do you have to stop the engine for them? Oh, there it is. There we go. Just had to stop the engine. The port vent spills. If you're from around this area, or if you're just more knowledgeable than me, Do we know why port vent spills is a more important port than the others? Why have we got a video sequence here? Or is it just because it is built so nice and it's got a lot going on? It has got a lot going on. I think it's only like the third like trigger point that we've hit on this save anyway. Got some different ones over on the second one. Considering I play ATS a lot less, I think I've hit more of these like photo spots and stuff than I have here on ETS. That actually looks pretty cool. My sexy truck. Another thing that I will do when I find time is do a custom skin for Farquar Freights under SD Logistics. Oh, I thought that was me moving then. That was the water. Right, let's go catch this ferry. We've messed about enough. I'm sure they're used to people doing that by now. Holding up the ferry for a little photo opportunity. Right. We are off to Ninasham. Oh, we've got to go to Ninasham. Then we'll have to get another one back to Visby by the looks of it. Okay, embark. We have arrived. I was chatting away in the load screen. I don't show the load screens, so I don't know why I was doing that. Yeah, I think I literally get off, turn around and come back again. By the looks of it. Or could I just have... I think I do need to turn around. Maybe I could have just triggered it, but... Oh, pissed down the rain. I don't know if we would have been able to just trigger, so I'm going to go round. Would have seemed a little bit cheaty to just trigger it. Surely we have to RP that it's a different ferry. Go on a different route. Popped in, gone and got ourselves a sandwich or something. Well, it's time now. It's now 5 in the morning, so that was quite a journey actually. I think the scale on that part of the map, the representation was a little bit off, because that was quite a lengthy trip, it would seem. So we want to... Oh, we can go to quite a few places here, look. But not that I want to, but... Gdansk. But we're going to Visby.
Recomputing.
And there we are, Visby. We have arrived. Beautiful stuff. Just burnt fuel the whole trip apparently. Forgot to turn the engine off, which is pretty standard MrFarquar stuff. We're going to go through Port Authority. We're going to go around it. We ain't got nothing to declare, mate. We're all good. Let's have a little butchers out here, shall we?
At the roundabout, take
Oh.
the first exit.
Let's go to the roundabout. Let's make sure we get there. I was busy having a little look. This is where we're supposed to be. Right. Let's get back on track. Let's get these corks delivered. Perhaps it's for some... I don't know. Swedish wine? Does anyone know a famous Swedish wine? Or does anyone know a Swedish wine? Or could it be for some Swedish sparkling spring water or something? a little posh cork in it. Put a cork in it, mate. That might be the title of this episode. Put a cork in it, mate. Shut up, MrFarquar. That's what they should be called. You rambling old git.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
So we can only be about a few miles, if that.
Take the third exit. Exit now.
And that ferry trip was like 3.5, 4 hours as well. I mean, ferries aren't the quickest, are they? But I'm sure when we go Dover to Calais, I mean, this is obviously a little bit, this might be a bit further, I don't know. Dover to Calais, I think it's, what's that, like a few hours on the ferry? In my ridiculous brain, I think, oh, I'd swim the channel in that time. it barely swim a few feet in that time. You're talking about you fat bastard. Right, at least I'd float, I guess. Love swimming. Absolutely love swimming.
Turn left.
I like being in the sea as well. So, I'd be alright.
Get ready to turn left.
This is us.
Turn left.
Somewhere here.
It's all over now.
Looking at it, can't really tell what they do here. Oh, you... Hopefully there's somewhere to turn around. I knew it was going to do that. I knew it. Is it really somewhere for me to turn around? Is there? Right. Should have tried to weave through around the back. How am I going to get this done? How indeed. How am I? Right. So the next 20 minutes is going to be me spent trying to somehow get this truck turned around so I can just drive into that parking spot. Okay. Someone needs to go out and halt the traffic. This is not the time for sticky accelerator. It's not tight enough. Not at all. What was that? Oh, that might go out in the road. Full lock the other way. Let's go. Come on. There we are. Carefree delivery. SD Logistics. On time, every time. There we go. Now, if I'd have preempted that and driven around the whole building to come and park up, it would have been facing the other way for an easy drive in. So, just how it works in the world of truck deliveries. And there we are. Signed, sealed, delivered, all yours. £10 on that, and I think it was fine free. No speeding tickets, no incidents, and I did that crappy backing out without hitting anything. That's not bad. That was pretty good for me. I mean, it wasn't the most professional of manoeuvres, and I'm sure the guys that drive trucks that watch this will tell me, but it got the job done. So let's have a quick check-in on the company. Where are our driver manager? So let's have a look. Clark. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? He's not doing anything at the minute. He's just sat at home on his arse. This one's, he's on a job, but he's just returning home empty. That's what he's doing. Vaughn, what you got going on, girl? You're not making bad money? £16 a day? Don't understand why Clark is just having so many. Ooh, he was doing pretty well before. William, £5. What do you need, mate? Because you've got long distance. You should be able to pull a good trip. He's done 2 empty runs. 2 empty runs. Right, yeah. What have we got here? John in the Mercedes Actros. He's done about £5. What are you? Are you doing empty runs? He's done an empty run. I do wish they'd find somewhere else to go and then just sort of park over. How about Daniel? He's done 1 empty run. He's done some good jobs though. Like his drills, cars, marble blocks, protective clothing. He's out there doing it. He's out there doing it. So he's on balanced. His training's all right. John is on eco driving and he hasn't even got no points in it. Long distance for William. Yvonne is on long distance, so we've got to change that because she's maxed that out. So we'll get her maybe some fragile cargo. Clark's working on his ADR. Right, that's them. We've got £255. Probably buy a new truck soon and get it in a garage. Increase the fleet. But that is it for another journey here on the road with Mr. Farquar and the Farquar Freights. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. If you are interested in variety content and wish to support me there, head over to Mr. Farquar Plus and drop a sub, check out some videos and say hi. There is a link down in the description for the Discord. Come and join us if that is your thing as well. Hopefully you've had a good time and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye bye.